we had a session at Abbey Road in number 2 studio, and a few of our friends were dropping by. I remember George's first wife, Paddy Boyd, and a couple of friends who were just, mates who'd show up, more for a party, really. We'd just stick them in a corner of the studio and say, now, when it's a take, you've got to be quiet, but the rest of the time, just enjoy yourselves. And we just got this idea. I said, hey, let's seeing as we haven't got anything specific to record, let's make one up, So we got the riff, we got that idea, boom, 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 boom. And then we just said, okay, let's just get some words going. It's your birthday. And it may have been somebody's birthday there. And that's maybe why we were having a party. This starts to sort of sound logical. And so we said, well, let's say it's your birthday. Well, it's my birthday too. And they're going to have a party. And the words are all fairly straightforward, They're going to have a good time, celebration, party, all that. So we just started recording it, and then we worked up a little bit for the group, the party people there to sing birthday, dance birthday. So they all came over from their little party in the corner and all sang birthday. We'd organised them. So right, you can go back to your party now. Thank you. We'll finish the rest of the record. On Helter, Skelter, I was reading an article in Melody Maker, a British musical paper, that Pete Townsend was talking about a record he'd just made with The Who. And he said, it's the dirtiest, loudest, grittiest thing we've ever recorded. And I sort of got envious just reading about it. I thought, sounds good, the dirtiest, the loudest, the most out of control, the great, wackiest thing we've ever done.
We were making the Beatles White Album, and there was a period where, because it was a double album, it started, splitting into, like Paul would be in one studio doing something and somebody else would be in another studio. There was a lot of overdubs, and there was a lot of time when, I wasn't required. Or sometime I was in one studio doing the horn section on Savoy Truffle, all that. We were, we'd done all the basic tracks and we were just doing these overdubs.
Number nine.
Which enabled him to move about all over the classroom.
Number nine.
About him, but the doctor had told him he had better get somewhere, like in the country, because his lungs were going for a bathing. So the wife told him he better go to see a surgeon, or what the place.
We wanted every single track we did, I think because of this mono singles focusing that we'd come out of, to be a completely new departure.
Hello there, this is George Harrison in the studio.
Hi, Paul McCartney here with the 25th anniversary of the Beatles' White Album, in the studio with Redbeard. We needed a jet noise, for instance, so we'd go and raid the sound effects library as we'd been used to doing on Sgt. Pepper. But actually, we couldn't find one landing, but I used to do an impression of one. Still do. You want to hear it?
Yes.
Jet landing?
Jet landing.
Jet taking off. Goes the other way.
Talent.
Is that a jet landing or what, man? Obladi Oblada I was playing that. I remember walking one evening into a village nearby, and we sort of walked from our camp into this nearby village, down a little sort of mountain track. It was nice weather and everything, and so we just walked there. And I remember I'd walked along with a guitar, playing Oblade Oblada, you know, behind Maharishi and all the guys. So I was certainly working on that then. The great thing about it was that after a certain time at night, nobody wanted to record. Everybody, you know, was sensible, sane people, unlike us. They all wanted to go home, you know, they'd had enough work. But we were just, you know, out of time kind of thing. So we'd arrive round about sort of, you know, 9 or 10 or something and start when they were all going home. And what it meant was that we'd have 1, 2, and 3 if we wanted them. The desks were available if we had engineers to staff them. So towards the end of the album, I remember mixing in one room, I think it was Glass Onion. I think in another room there was Obladi going on in number 2 with Ken Scott. He was mixing that. And then while they were mixing, I had the urge to sort of go and record. And I remember just taking Ringo off into a room, into number 3 studio that was available, and just saying, okay, let's do Why Don't We Do It in the Road?